pass from Mariner. Sansom's got forward into the box, beyond the far post. It's Francis who goes in with the header. And then Sansom tried to turn it back to a supporting player. Here's Ricks. And the extravagant touch was from Sansom. It didn't quite come off, but it was nice to see. Bertelsen. Goes down after the collision with Butcher. England midfield players finding space when they want it. There's Robson on that occasion. And Mariner flattened from behind by Soren Busk. Wilkins again taking charge of proceedings over the ball. As Francis and also Russell Osman, who strikes a good ball to their right. Elkiar has just come back to perhaps cover that. And it goes the other direction towards Ricks. And it was a rather casual back heel from the New England captain. Elkiar, the player, profiting. Bastrup had run offside. The referee spotted the linesman's flag, saw England were in possession and let the game go on. Lerbu, and Olsen has found space here to take on Neil and get past him so simply and waste the cross. Phil Neal left without cover. Francis. Rasmussen committing himself, and there first. Bertelsen. Bastrup. Brought away by Sansom. 25 minutes gone. England still lead by the goal after 7 minutes from Trevor Francis. And here is the scorer. Being policed again by Nielsen, but the pace to lose him, and Rasmussen was nowhere on the cross. Osman. Nielsen. Bastrup making the break, covered by Russell Osman. England setting out on a competition that they'd never won, of course. Finished third in 1968. This is Olsen. Bastrup. And it's Elkiar. Well, Sansom was sure that the ball would drop over Elkiar's challenge. Sansom. Run from Francis. Trying to turn just too quickly. Denmark marking man for man at the back. Ivan Nielsen with the responsibility of looking after Francis. And there first again. Osman. But where the Danes aren't picking up is in the middle of the field. And they've left Wilkins. The corner off Nielsen. Robson taking up his station on the edge of the area. Butcher and Mariner again on the near post. And it's Osman who attacks the ball. Good goalkeeping under pressure. Brought forward here by Bertelsen. And the flag stays down, and the bounce wasn't kind for Bastrup. England might have felt that Bastrup had run offside. Lerbu. Bertelsen. And now Bastrup given room to turn. Rompved the sweeper, venturing forward. Ole Rasmussen. And now Hansen. Once again, the Danes have committed a lot of players to push in on the England back four, but they couldn't find the pass for them. Francis, who's looked so lively. And it's Ricks who's stolen a yard. And now Robson at full stretch. Helped here by Sansom. Mariner's checked out beyond the far post. It's the orthodox cross aim for Paul Mariner. Olsen. And it's Elkjær to take on Osman. And he's got the pace. And the referee had a good look. And no penalty, but England still in trouble. Olsen. Finally, Butcher gets some distance into the header. But Preben Elkjær felt that Russell Osman hauled him down deep inside the area. In this incident here, when there seemed to be pushing from both players. And a firecracker thrown behind Shilton's goal to add to the drama. Olsen. Here's Lerbu. And now Hansen. Steered back by Robson. Often the defensive part of Brian Robson's game isn't perhaps appreciated, but he was important for Peter Shilton then. And no doubt the reaction in this crowd here, they feel that Denmark should have had a penalty. Quarter of an hour of the first half remaining. And Neil against Elkjær. And Osman doing well for his side, but here's Lerbu, past Osman this time. And Shilton read the move. Denmark do seem to be able to breed players who can beat their opponents in a one-against-one situation. And that quality in their forward players particularly is stretching England at the moment. And the 1-0 lead not looking too secure. And here's Mariner, and it was Morley who came in late, and it's a goal kick. Ole Rasmussen. Nielsen stumbling past Wilkins, but then caught by Mariner's attempt to tackle back. And Denmark tried to take the free kick quickly. Bastrup protested that they were impeded. And the referee ruled in favour of the visiting side. And this is Morley, encouraged by Bobby Robson to take players on. In his own way, the New England manager will be admiring some of the play we've seen from Denmark over the last 10 minutes in that particular respect. Bertelsen. Rasmussen trying to time his run forward. But striking the cross in off balance. And time perhaps for Peter Shilton to have a word there with Terry Butcher. Call for a little bit more discipline at the back. Against Jorn Bertelsen, who plays for Sereng in Belgium, newly promoted club to the first division there. Ritz freeing Mariner, and it's Francis arriving in the middle. It wouldn't quite drop as he would have liked. Francis refusing to be denied. But Wilkins is by Runtford temporarily. This is Robson. One for Mariner to fight for, and the height of Troels Rasmussen the telling factor, and Mariner had pushed him anyway. Rumped. This is Busk, and it's Lebo who got forward undetected. Bastrup, and Olsen, and did Shilton get it back to it? England think it's a goal kick, and the referee points for the corner. And Bobby Robson debates the point with Don Howe. But it was Olsen who had the shot, and Shilton was down quickly to his left and must have got a touch. Denmark's throw. Hansen. Here's Busk. Certainly as the half has developed, Denmark have made more use of their possession. And England got the throw awarded in their favour, which surprises Lars Bastrup. Robson. Francis. Soren Lerbu taking the throw. Like so many of the Danish team, really owes his development as an international footballer to his work overseas. The touch from Francis, now Morley, but rather hurried the final effort. And it may even be a throw. I think in the end the referee has pointed for a goal kick. Tony Morley bursting through at pace, but shooting off balance. Nielsen coming from the back. Butcher missed his kick. And England survive in a rather haphazard fashion again. though the new manager, I'm sure, will be pleased with one or two chances being made at the other end. The defensive side of this England formation haven't really come to grips with the job yet. Bertelsen. Well read then by Butcher. The England back four in the World Cup, of course, were shielded by a four-man midfield. Only three midfield players out there in this game. Ronfed. It's an imaginative pass that Elkjær finds on his right foot. He's a player with a very impressive goal-scoring record for his country, Preben Elkjær. 17 goals in 25 internationals before tonight. It ran a little kindly for him against Sansom, but he couldn't hit the target. Sansom. And surely Francis caught Nielsen. Must be a free kick against England. Here's Ronfed. For Lerbu. Got the better of Neil. Bastrup outside him. Olsen's gone offside. England looked to appeal and got no sympathy, in fact, from the linesman. It could have been costly as they lost their concentration on what was happening on the ball. Bastrup. It's a throw. Bastrup reacts angrily. Lerbu. Ronfed. Struck with his stronger left foot. They still joke in Denmark about the goal he scored here against England 4 years ago. A very left-sided player, the Danish captain, Per Ronfed, and he struck one from some 20 yards with his right foot past England that night. Touch from Mariner was a good one. Francis, though, beaten. Mariner involved again. And then Osman needing to step in. And it held up nicely for Francis. Possibilities here for England. And it was Busk back covering. Lerbu's neat little header. And a good tackle by Butcher. Wilkins, now Robson, early for Ricks. Mariner might have got a good call there from Francis. And Francis tried to place it with the left foot, and Troels Rasmussen got the angles right. On the edge of the 6-yard box. Butcher taking it away from Elkjær. The back pass from Phil Neal, not appreciated. A full house here, producing the highest receipts ever for a football match in Denmark, around £200,000. And the most expensive seat in the ground, only £7. Elkjær calling for the ball, played early, and he stayed onside and couldn't finish again when very well placed, having got past Butcher. The disappointment for Elkjær. Ray Wilkins has run back to talk to Butcher and Osman. But the ball played over the centre of the England defence is a problem at the moment. Elkjaer timed his run well, had got the better here of Butcher, wanted to loop it over Shilton, but got too far underneath it. Francis. It was Ricks going through the middle. Ole Rasmussen, Hansen. Now Ronfed. Elkjaer this time coming short. Hansen. Now Ronfed. England trying to slow the momentum of the move. Morley covering the danger. Alan Hansen involved on a couple of occasions in that build-up. Hansen again. Here's Bastrup. Bertelsen. Nielsen let it run and then collected it from Hansen. And England struggling to get their tackles in. Still Nielsen, and it's still in play. Finally won back by Sansom, but for a moment England were chasing shadows, and Denmark quick to move forward again. One should remember, of course, that the Danes beat Italy here in a World Cup qualifying game just over a year ago, which perhaps is a measure of the task faced by England. It was the only defeat Italy had in their entire World Cup campaign. Butcher's clearance blocked by Olsen. And now Bertelsen. And Robson was the first to react. And England at the moment hanging on by their fingertips as the first half comes to an end. Bobby Robson's side having got the boost of the goal after 7 minutes by Trevor Francis. But Denmark's confidence certainly not initially by that, but they came back strongly in the second part of the first half and might feel as they go off at half-time that they could have had a penalty. And Ray Wilkins taking the responsibility of leadership in terms of talking to Terry Butcher, and it's been a beleaguered England defence towards the end of the first half, but they lead at half-time here in Copenhagen by 1-0. Join us again after the break. Welcome back to the Idrætsparken in Copenhagen. England leading by 1-0, but having to work hard to defend an unbeaten record that's lasted over a year now. England's last defeat was in Norway. Starting again the second half. Welcome back to the Idrætsparken in Copenhagen. England leading by 1-0, but having to work hard in the first half to defend their unbeaten record, which has lasted more than a year now. 12 games unbeaten. The last defeat was in Norway. Russell Osman, who had a testing first half, and I'm sure was relieved when the referee did not give a penalty against him when he tangled with Preben Elkjær. There was criticism of England's formation towards the end of the World Cup run in terms of the numbers in midfield, but it did provide a platform, and over the second part of the first half it seemed as though that platform was missing, as the back four was left rather exposed by some inventive Danish play. Olsen, who was a thorn in the side, and this is Bastrup, and if Denmark had matched the quality of their approach work with the finishing touch, they would have been back on level terms by now. Bastrup, the defender, but beautifully worked here by Olsen. A turn away from Neil. Bastrup found that Osman was taken away from him, but he fired wide. And another let-off for England in the opening minutes of the first half to bring another frown to the manager. Rex. The long throw from Sanson, the header from Graham.